Hello, my name's Judith. I want to share this story with you because it had a very profound effect on my life, and I'm rather hoping that there are one or two of you out there that this might help. It's involving an angel. The angel is known to me. He's actually my spirit guide. It was quite some time before he actually showed me that he was an angel. About 18 months ago, I had hit an all-time low. I'd lost a business due to the recession, and I was not in a very happy place at all. Just to add to my problems, I had a very severe bout of food poisoning, which left me quite unwell and very weak, and I reached the point where I simply didn't want to get out of bed because it was easier to just stay in bed and hide from the world. I kept wondering why all these things were happening to me and why things seemed so bad. And one night I was wide awake, and I know for certain that I was wide awake, it was not a dream, and he appeared in front of me and told me not to be afraid, that he was going to pick me up. Naturally this came as a bit of a shock, but I was willing to go with it. I'm not at all afraid of anything like that, so I allowed him to pick me up. And what was particularly strange about that moment was, I think if I'd thought about it, I would have thought that he was physically going to pick me up. But as he did, my arm was laying along the side of my body, and as you would pick a toddler up, he picked me up so that he put his arms under me so that I was across his chest. My arm would have flopped backwards, and so I made a conscious effort of putting my arm up across me so that I was leaning into his chest. As I did that, it was like being in two places at one time, because I saw myself on the bed bring my arm up across my chest, but I was aware of doing it in his arms at exactly the same moment. Instantly we were on the top of a cliff. It was dark, but light enough from the moon for me to be able to see the sea. The sea was absolutely raging. There was a terrific storm going on. I could tell it was very windy, but I couldn't actually feel the wind. It was almost as if we were in a bubble and I was being protected from the wind. So I was looking out at the sea, which was a very impressive sight because it was raging. The waves were very high, and he asked me what I could see. So I said to him, well, the sea. It's very stormy, it's clearly very windy. And he said to me, look up. So I looked up, and to my amazement, the sky was full of angels flying around all over the place. And he said to me, what do you think they're doing? And I said, they look like they're enjoying themselves. They were smiling, they were just flying around. And he said, yes, they're having fun, it is fun for them, but what they're doing is they're strengthening their wings. And he said, and the reason I've brought you here is because you need to know that in order to strengthen your wings, you have to fly through stormy winds. It was such a deep message, so profound, that I was completely blown away by it. Instantly, I was back in bed and he'd gone. The feeling that I felt was complete euphoria. I was warm, content. All my troubles for that moment had completely lifted away, and I just felt complete joy, really. Fell asleep instantly, slept soundly till morning. The next day I got up. It was like I was transformed. I was determined, I was ready to face the world again. Still very weak from not being very well for a couple of weeks, but I was ready to go. I haven't looked back. I've completely turned my life around. So for any of you that are watching, just remember, in order to strengthen your wings, you have to fly through stormy winds.